To really understand how to automate your AutoCAD installation with AutoLISP utilities, you need to have a firm grasp on how to control automatic loading behavior. Now, the two key files that you're going to use to do this are going to be the AutoCAD Doc and AutoCAD .LSP files. You may want to take a moment to look in the Autodesk Exchange help system, where you can look up some information on these files. The first thing you have to do is make sure that you have a support path set that will actually contain these two Lisp files that we'll be creating. I find it advantageous to install these in a network directory. That way all your users around the enterprise can load the AutoCAD and AutoCAD Doc files from the same unified network folder, and that means you don't have to go to the machines to maintain them individually. They could certainly be located on your C drive for individual control if you'd prefer. So having created this AutoLISP folder, we simply go over here and have a look at the files that have been created. And here's an example AutoCAD.LSP file. The AutoCAD LSP file will load every time AutoCAD starts. Now that's only when it starts, not when every subsequent drawing is created, but only at startup. Therefore, what you want to place in the AutoCAD LSP file are the types of instructions that would only be required to set once. What I've done here is set my expert system value to 1, and what that does is it just suppresses a few of the more nagging "are you sure" type questions in the AutoCAD interface. And I've also elected to set my view resolution to 5000 using command syntax here. It's just viewres, yes, set with a view resolution of 5000. At the end, a diagnostic prompt just to show you that the AutoCAD.LSP file has in fact loaded. We can also look at the AutoCAD Doc LSP file, just down here. We'll open this and look at it. And the AutoCAD Doc LSP file loads on every new drawing session. So not just when AutoCAD loads initially, but every file that you might load. Therefore, if you had multiple drawing sessions open in one AutoCAD environment, you might want to make sure that things like layer creation, which would need to run in every drawing that you create, would be put within the AutoCAD Doc LSP file here. And you can see an example where I've turned the Lisp command echoing to off, and then I've just simply given it a layer instruction to say layer, make, and objects. Now let's see how these two files were interpreted as AutoCAD actually loaded. So what we'll do is go over here, turn off the options control, and then we'll simply look at the command history via F2. And we can see that in fact, when AutoCAD started, the AutoCAD.LSP file was actually loaded in. And if you recall what was in that file, we simply set the view resolution to a value of 5000, and you can actually see the command syntax for that instruction here. So that's proof that it actually did in fact run. Here we see evidence, or our diagnostic prompt, that the AutoCAD Doc LSP file has loaded in as well. But since in that file we had turned the command echoing off, you don't see the results of that operation. Let's go to the command line down here and let's start a new drawing session. Just using the default AutoCAD template file. Here we see that a new drawing session has been opened. We'll simply go to the F2 to look at the command history. And we see here that the AutoCAD Doc LSP file loaded, but not the AutoCAD.LSP file. And remember, that was the key difference. AutoCAD loads when AutoCAD starts. AutoCAD Doc loads every single time that it starts. What I've done here is opened the Layer Properties Manager, and we can look here and see that in fact, when this new drawing was started, that the objects layer was in fact created and has been set to current. So that's good evidence that it ran. So to recap, you simply create a file folder, probably somewhere on a network server, that contains your AutoCAD.LSP, AutoCAD Doc.LSP. Make sure to set that into your options support path, and these files will be automatically loaded as AutoCAD starts. For more information, look in your help system under the AutoCAD.LSP or AutoCAD Doc.LSP files. Good luck.